Please don't be a stream sniper. Look who it is! Why do people pick the same characters in this game over and over again? What's up with the DPs and neutral that ain't? And I lose again. You serve zero purpose. You should...
Something in the universe truly shifted when Kendrick Lamar released his diss track Not Like Us, because afterwards, celebrities and creators are being exposed left and right. And today is no different, because I'm going to be talking about someone who I have actually watched for quite a while, and I see him in loads of clips, and I think he can be genuinely entertaining sometimes, and that is LowTierGod.
You serve zero purpose. You should love yourself now. Yes, you should.
Now, LowTierGod, or Dale Wilson, is basically a YouTuber and a streamer, and he's most known for being in the fighting scene. If you don't watch LowTierGod, you might probably know him from a video that Cropecat uploaded years and years ago about like how ridiculous the fighting scene is, and LowTierGod is literally in the thumbnail there, basically staring some guy out that looks like Pro Jared. Apart from that, he's probably also most known for the viral meme where he tells someone to game end themselves right now. This came after a huge rant of him playing, like, you know, Smash Ultimate Online, and honestly, the lore with LowTierGod goes incredibly deep. He goes into like these deep rants, and there's even compilations on YouTube where he basically can't go more than like 2 seconds without mentioning one of the viewers' mums that he slept with.
How to not enjoy a game? I enjoy lots of games. Every time we go over your mom... Am I a communist? Well, I guess you could kind of say I am, because the way I take charge of your mom...
Now, he got into matches with other like Street Fighter players, and as you can imagine, he giga molds whenever he loses a match.
Ooh, I got... Get right! How did leg out when I'm winning?
Now, this is an ancient meme going back 8 years ago, but if anything, he reminds me of this guy called Eucus Legion 2. So this is a guy that would play Dark Souls PvP. Sometimes he'd have like fans look like join his game and basically try to fight him. But the funny thing is about Eucus Legion, whenever he lost, he could not take that as a loss. He would find some way to cope how it wasn't his fault, it was the viewers, to the point that one guy actually beat him. He sits there in complete silence molding for like 30 seconds and then ends up banning the guy anyway. I gotta show you this. Hang on.
Oh my god, stop! What's your stamina? Oh, and you point down?
Just wait for the he just
wow.
He sits there for like
oh, well, you know, there's always someone who's trying to, I don't know, look badass on stream.
Look badass.
Yeah, I ban him.
Oh, and you'll point down? Yeah, I ban him. I mean, a good example of LowTierGod mold raging is a match he had with Viscant all the way back in 2014. And he lost that match and ended up, you know, just going at the guy. He's had other feuds with people, like, for example, Broly Legs, and he's actually been banned from all EVO events. Now, he hasn't lost that raging spirit and actually got quite angry at a crowd during last year's The Streamer Awards.
Why do I hear boos? I hear a lot of boos.
And because of his past behaviors, he's cultivated like quite a large part of his following that are basically just trolls. Almost in a similar sense to Boogie, who I talked about a couple of videos ago. That video is age restricted, by the way, despite pretty much every other person that covered it. Their video is not age restricted. I mean, I thought the age restriction came from the thumbnail, you know, because you see this giant whale of a man basically topless. But no, apparently that video was age restricted because I swore too much. Now, LowTierGod also doesn't have the best track record in his personal life as well. Using that kind of like vitriol that he uses against people in game to also his past partners.
Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant. You serve no purpose in life. You should yourself down.
Now, this isn't really too surprising considering the persona he's crafted online, because a lot of people, the way they act online, they kind of act like that in real life as well. I'm not saying that that's the case for every single creator, but sometimes those lines do get blurred. Now, I've noticed that whenever LowTierGod is brought up on Twitter, people will just instantly say he is the G word or the P word. It's not that I'm scared of saying those words. I genuinely just don't know what I can say in videos anymore without getting an age restriction. By the way, the G word, it's not the word gamer. It's the other one. The bad one. Now, the exact age of this person was never confirmed by Dale LowTierGod himself, but some people have basically speculated that he was in his 30s and this person was like around 17. But some people have had game theories online that the person involved was 17 and he was 29. The thing is, though, it's always going to be one of those things where the fans will say the age is closer, and then the people that hate him will try to make the age as big as possible. Now, this is something that was kind of just said around Twitter with not really much proof or like nothing to back it, but then a video was dropped around 5 5 months ago by Shang Tsung. And he basically drops this hour-long expose video on him, explaining the relationship of Dale and his ex. This also led people to look into like other relationships he's had, like for example, Canny Rosie, a Twitch streamer, and he was like giving her special attention.
Hold on, before I start, I want to dedicate a song to Ani real quick.
And people had a huge problem that she was 23 years old while he was in his late 30s. I think they used this rule like half your age plus 7 or something. It's basically the same people that think like Leonardo DiCaprio is a massive creep because everyone that he dates, every woman is basically in their 20s. So LowTierGod decided to face these allegations head on, even doing it on a live stream, surprisingly. And to be fair, that is a very risky move because obviously if you do like a statement or a pre-recorded video, then, you know, you kind of have time to, you know, enunciate yourself properly, get your word out, you know, contemplate what you want to say, as opposed to a live stream, which is probably pretty rapid fire. There's a higher chance of mistakes to be made, and also your chat will probably be roasting you the entire time. So he started off the stream by wearing a clown face filter, basically denying all the allegations straight up, and then banning anyone trying to talk about it. Now, all that aside, a couple days ago, a lot of people on Twitter, my least favorite app in the world, started to spread a lot of information about Dale. Now, obviously, again, this is X, the everything app, so you really do need to take anything that's said on there with a pinch of salt. This is like not, you know, 100% confirmed. So some accounts actually started posting that LowTierGod has a 10-year-old daughter and actually pays $998 USD in child support every month. And then they tweet a picture of the document from Los Angeles County, which seems to line up because Dale is located there, which is also supposedly his full government name on a judgment regarding parental obligations document dated from September 2023. And this was originally filed with Los Angeles County back in January, which basically means that wasn't a long time ago. This was filed within the past year. He also had to sign a voluntary declaration of parentage document, which basically means he had to confirm that the girl is his daughter. Now, this same Twitter account, No Twitch Thoughts, also posted another possible link to Dale. Again, I do want to say, I know this is like such a coward's word to remove kind of all responsibility that you can just say whatever you want on the internet as long as you say the word allegedly, but genuinely, all of this stuff is allegedly because at the minute, there is no way that I can like cross-confirm this. So like I've said before, everything I've said and everything I'm about to say going ahead, do take it with a pinch of salt because this could really just be a certified Twitter moment. But this document shows a domestic restraining order against Dale as far back as 2005, where doing the math, he was probably around 19 or 20 years old. The poster basically said that there wasn't a restraining order listed online, but then also mentioned that a few years prior in 2001 was when Dale was hit with a felony arrest for receiving stolen property. And apparently there wasn't an official charge for this, but he served around like 38 days in prison. Now, with LowTierGod, everyone has just been going in on the guy to the point now that they're like even apparently revealing his credit score, even claiming that the guy is $121,000 in debt. The LowTierGod dogpiling does not stop there. I mean, people are just basically pulling up anything they can to make the guy look bad now. For example, various clips of him on stream. Like I said, he goes into these very weird rants, you know, saying that you're probably gay. He's probably slept with your mom. He's gone on various rants about Mexicans specifically for some reason.
Burrito eating, ya cucaracha marketing ass nigga gonna sit over here and teabag. Already know you got a Mexican and first last name. You gonna teabag, my nigga? You could never beat me offline, you sloppy ass goddamn essay.
Which people are pointing out is the biggest irony because it's possible that his baby mama is actually Hispanic. Now, at the time of recording, LowTierGod hasn't responded to any of this from what I see. No tweets, no live streams. Honestly, though, I feel it's one of those situations that will basically just go away because as long as he keeps, you know, being aggressive in his streams and stuff and people keep clipping him and putting him on TikTok, he'll still maintain relevancy. It's just one of those where you're like Tony Soprano and you just go, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?